Okay, so the list will define like this. So you can give the variable name, you can give anything like L or S or your name or some valid name, I can give anything. So L equal to, I just define like this, and the syntax is you have to put in square brackets. Okay, this is the syntax. Inside you have to define elements. So elements are values. So here you can define anything that is not specific. You can define only numbers, you can define only integer, only strings, you can define anything. It can be numbers or integers or strings, so any combination you can try. This is the sequence of numbers. Okay, I'm just giving 1, 14, 3, 4, some 6, 200. Okay, I'm just defining the list like this. So the list is having these elements. Okay, so if you can print like this, print, you can give the variable name println. Yeah, so if you say print L, so it is printing the list. So whatever you define, the list will start from square brackets and then with the close square brackets. So it is giving all elements like 114, 4, 6, 200. Okay, this is how it will print. Yeah, I think we have discussed this indexing in strings also, right? So same like lists also, it will store from 0 to list index starts from 0 to till the end of the list. So the list is having, see, the cell is having like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So last index is 4th and first index will be 0. So I'll show you counting. So what is the value? 1, it will store in one index, 14 and 4 and 6 and 200 and 10 also. Yeah, see that moment if you define L equal to this list, so it will store in this particular values like 0 index is 1 and 1, 2 is 4 and 3 is 6 and fourth index 20 and the last one, fifth index is 10. Okay, so if you want to now also, so you can define the list like this. If you want to get the data from list, so you can give like the same string how you did. If you want to get a index of 0th index value, you can give L of square brackets, you can give the index 0. Okay, so I want to get the 0th index value, the first 0th index value. So what is the value? 1. Okay, so this has to print 1. We'll see now. Okay, 1. Similarly, if you want to print the last one, So what is the last one? Fifth one. Okay, L of 5. The fifth one value is 10. It has to print 10. Yes, correct. Same, you can print some range. L of, if you can give 2 to 15 days. Okay, so what is the output? So it will take from 2. So 0, 1, 2, 4 has to print. Next 4 to 5, but the last index, the second boundary, it won't consider. So 4, 6, 200, 10 has to print, but second boundary it won't consider, so 10 it will ignore. 4, 6, 200. 4, 6, 200. 6, 4, 6, 200. Okay, so we are just we are getting sublist. We can get the value or sublist from a list using this will call it as a slicing. Okay, so the previous what we discussed, that is a string slicing. You can slice the string. This is a list slicing. You can slice the list, you can get a sub list. Okay, so that is what it's showing as a list again. Okay, yeah, now I'll define one more list. L2 equal to, in a new list I'm creating, L1 equal to L of 2 colon 5. Okay, so this list will have, so this is a new list. Okay, this is a new list is created. So if I say print L1, so 4620, 46200. Okay, yeah, 46200 has to print. See, 4 comma 6 comma 200. Yes, so like that you can assign to one more variable, like you can create a new list. Okay, now uh, uh, so uh, from starting index, the start index I didn't define and the end index didn't define, so this has to print whole. So starting it will consider from 0 and the second boundary it will consider last, so it has to print all, same like L index, L list. See, 144 6 210. Okay, thank you. This is also same. Okay, it is in whole list, but here you can define, if you give the second boundary as 2, first boundary didn't give, so it will start from 0 index, and the second you gave second, so from 0 index the next second element it will consider. So it will start from 0 and it will consider next second, so 1 4 1 comma 4 and next second 200. Okay, yeah, so 1 4 200. So this is the list, 1 4 200, like this. Okay, same like list. So in the list we discussed all this, so you can try different combination. So if you give start index as 1 or 2, it will start from 1 and again it will take the second element. Okay, Now we'll see reverse. Same like so. This will hold -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Okay. Yeah. So now, so the first one, if you give positive numbers, which will be like forward direction from 0 to last, it will start. If you give negative index, it will start from reverse, backward. Okay. If you want to get some -4 index. Okay. What is -4 index? So -4th index. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4. Okay. So this is also equal to L of 2. So what is positive index? 2. This is equal to L of 2, and the value is L of 2, what is it? 4. Okay, this has to print 4. See, same thing. So now you can see print L of 4 to some 2. So what is the output of this? So I am just giving 4. This is the starting index, so 4 it will consider. Next 3, 2. 3 is 6, 2 is 200. But we gave only 2, so the last one it won't consider. Then it will print only 6. 200 it won't consider. Yeah, 4 comma 6. Okay. So these are the combinations from reverse side you can give. Now I'll give like this. See, you can see here L double colon 2. So this is equivalent to L of double colon 1. Okay. So what this will do? This will give whole list from 0 to and this is like which element, like you can take from 0 to next first element, or you can give you 2, if you give 2 from it will start from 0 and the second element is consider. If you give 3, the third element, so number of the element you can take from the start position. So that is how you can define. So this is equivalent to this. Okay, like it will start from 0 and it will take the first element 1. First element is 14, 1, 14, 4, 6, 210. This will give all values. Okay, 1, 14, 4, 6, 210. So now what I'll do is I'll just give negative. Okay, if I say like this, so which will be reverse. So it will start from 0. It will start from -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The list will be reverse. See, it is starting from -1 and 206, 4, 14, 1. So you can use this string list slicing for reverse list also. Okay, so these are the various combinations you can get the data from list. Now we'll see so if you print like this, so this is giving one more list. So instead of this you want to retrieve the data from entire list. So how you will do? The list index is start from 0. You can use for loop. So what is the syntax of for loop? For some variable name I in, you have to define a sequence. You can define a sequence or list. Okay, so I'm just defining the list. So what is the list name? L. So here for I in L, so what is I is the element from list, this L. So from L it will take all elements in a sequence. Like first what it will do, it will take zeroth index value 1, next 14, 4, 6, 200 till the end of the list 10. Okay, it won't take the index, it will take the value. So first print I. Okay, if you give I, so what it will do, it will get the elements from the list and it will print. So the first element is 1, it will print. Next 14, 4, 6, 210. Okay, you can see them. See 1, 14, 4, 6, 201. Okay, like this. So uh, see, you want to print so this is the integer we defined as the integer. So if you want to add some string here, so value. So the string is one type and this is the type is the number. So if you want to combine both, you can give comma. This is a one way. Okay, so we are adding one string. So instead of this, if you want to add, if you want to join, we have discussed in strings some various formats, right? So you can give percentage d. So this is other type, percentage d, and you can give percentage of I. Okay, so this I is an integer, so then it will hold, it will store here. Okay, same. But if you give comma, this will have okay, if you give comma, that is holding one more space. If you give like this, the exactly it will print wherever you want. Okay, yeah, so like this you can define. But what I want now here, so instead of this I want to print the index also. So here I'm getting only values, so I want to print the index as well. So I want to know that this is the first zeroth index 1, 1 index 2, second index 4, like that I want to print. So how you will do, you can initiate one variable here. So index is defined 0, and so I want to give like this. Index value. Okay, so the first I want to print index, so you can do like this. And index we have to increment, index plus equal to 1. Okay, so this we discussed in operators class. Okay, I'm just initializing as a 0. So in for loop I'm just incrementing one value. So first it will take 0. So this is the 0th index, and next I'm just incrementing first index. So the next one is first. So like that time this loop will continue up to end of the list. Okay, and so now what is it of? See, 0 index value 1, first index value 14, so it's written like this 1 4. Okay, the last index is 5. Okay, this is one way. So instead of this uh, so what you can do is there is a one more function. So I'll introduce one function here, enumerate. Okay, enumerate. See, the syntax of enumerate is, so you can give enumerate of list, iterable item. So list you can define. So what it will do, it will give the, it will give index as well as the value. So here normally if you give for I in the list, what it will give, it will give only the value, it won't give the index. So but if you define enumerate of value, so if you define enumerate of list, okay, using this you can get index as well as value. So this will give two items for I comma j. Okay, so this enumerate of L will generate like this page. So 0 comma value, what is the value, 1 and 1 comma index and value 1 comma 14. Okay, so the next class will discuss about all this. So inside is forget, this will call it as a tuples. Okay, like this list it will generate. Okay, hold. So this is the index, this is the value. Now we are just retrieving for I comma j in this list. So I is index and j is the value. Okay, now I can remove this. So I comma j l. So print you can give I is the index and j is the value. Okay, we no need to again now use this. Okay, so now we'll see, it has to give the same input. For differentiate I'm just giving one print statement. See, so both are same, 0 index, so I is 0 and j value, and next 2 4 and 5 and 10. Okay, like this you can use. Okay, this is one way. So what else? Yeah, see, we discussed only the list which is having only numbers. Now we'll see one more. Okay, so I'm just giving list so we can give, I'm just giving one number and one string. Okay, so this list is having all. Okay, I'll give simply. Okay, so the list is having all components, like it is there string it is having and number it is having. You can define some floating value also. Just print list all, it has to print the same list. Okay, print 10 rk python 10 comma 5.3. so again it will store the index, it will start from 0 1 2 3 4. So we can retrieve the data like this. Print list underscore all of, if you want the first index 1. Okay, so what this will return, this will give 0 1 rk. Okay, it is printing rk. So similarly, same like above operations you can do here also. you can define like this, and you can define only strings. You can define like x y, you can define in strings, but the string can be in inside quotes. It can be like single quote or double quote. Strings I'll give. Okay, I'm just defining some. Okay, strings, so it can be like test Srilata, Madhvi and Python, and you can give a number of strings. Okay, so same like if you want to retrieve the second position of value, you can give the list and index. Okay, this will return this one. You can see one differentiation here. So if you retrieve one of some particular index, so that is giving the value. So if you give like this, uh, if you give some starting quotes in some portion, so that is giving the list like this. So the difference is here you are retrieving some you're retrieving the particular index of value. Okay, if you give one, that will give only the value, but this is like sublist. You are getting some particular index to end index, so you are cutting this list to small list like sublist you are getting. So that is what so this is giving like this inside square brackets. Okay, this is not giving inside square bracket because we are retrieving the value. Okay, so that is the difference.
Ramu,
Yeah.
in the line number 26, we defined a list all, a
Yes.
combination of both numbers and strings, right?
Yes.
So if we have to go for printing the values in that,
Okay,
if we use the format specifiers like percentile D and percentile S,
like this.
so how
Yes.
it yeah, how it will print the items in that list? Because it's a combination of everything. We have
Correct.
the
Correct. Correct.
values floating.
Yes, yes. So in that case, so you can't define like this because here you know that the type is integer, so that's what you are giving percentile d. But okay, so but in this case you don't know the type of the value, so you can't use like this. Okay.
Then what is the use of defining that? Because like when we are not able to use it in a general way,
Mm-hmm.
then what's the use of defining a combination of everything in one list? I mean, like where exactly we use such kind of stuff?
Yeah, we can use this is like see if you define on numbers list, so you can define like this. So this is these elements you are getting from runtime. Let's say you don't know the type of the values you are getting from runtime, so you're getting outputs from some other device or some other script. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know output, maybe it can be like integer or string or a float or some value, so it can be anything, but the script will return the list. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that case what you will do, you can define like this, so it can be any combination. So if you know the type of the list, I mean if it is having all numbers, so you can give like this. If it is having all strings, you can give percentage has here. Even this
Yeah.
won't work out for this also,
Yeah,
because
that's all.
yeah, so that those are integer list, so this is a string list, but here this is the combination of both. So in this case what we have to do, if you want to retrieve like this, I will give for I in list or okay.
Ramu, your voice is not audible.
Oh, I mean
Yeah,
you're
now
not.
it's
Oh,
yeah, now it's fine.
okay, maybe the mic problem. Okay, so today actually I initiate the presentation, so do you feel any audio disturbance?
No, no, it's fine. Everything is fine.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to print like this, For index we'll use like this. So if you want index also, you can give this function. Okay, if you don't want index, you can use only list. Okay, so still this index is integer, so that is fixed. You can use index as a percentage d, but here you can't give an d, because if you give d, it will throw error.
Yeah, that's what. That's the reason I asked you that query.
Yes, I'll tell you. In this case, what you have to do, I come on, yeah, yeah. So this is a string. You're printing as a string, but this is some other type. So in this case, what you have to do, the value you have to convert as a string. So how it will be? In previous class we discussed, right? If you want to convert to any type, so you have to give the destination type. So that destination type is string. So you can give string and the value. Okay. So what this value is converted now? This value is converted to string. So now this will print. So it won't throw any error. So instead of D, you can give yes. Okay. Because this is for printing purpose. You know you are printing the string. So you can give like this. So this will print. Yeah. So it is printing out 10 okay Python 10 5.3 because every
So
time
now I mean, if we are trying to assign the value of that str of j
okay.
to any other variable,
Mm.
so the variable type would be of string, right? It's
Yeah.
no more a number or a
Yes.
floating.
Yes. Yes.
It will be a string.
Yeah. So we are already converting to string. So instead of that, if you don't want to convert, you can directly assign to some variable. So x equal to j. Okay. So here what we are doing, we are doing a string operation. We are just printing the string. So that is the reason we are converting like this. Or else, so what you can do is one more way is. So this index we know, right? So that you can give.
Ramu, again your voice is not audible.
Okay, now.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. So this will print only a zero index and value. So this won't print value. Now what I'll do, I'll give j.
Percentile j, right?
No, no, only j.
Okay, you're not replacing any string.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
So this is one string, and with this output, I'm just adding j. So the last it
Yeah.
will add. So the output is like zero index value 10. But if you give comma, the space it will add because the default separator is space. Okay, you can override that. So if you want to remove the space, so I'll tell you that also later. Yeah, this is how you can define. So if you want, you can convert the string, or else you can give directly. If you know the type, you can give percentage d here, or else somewhat complex, so you can identify the type before getting the element. So like how we know the
Type of
yeah type. So print type of
type of j.
j. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will print, or the first one is int, second one is string int float. Okay, so you can write a loop it, you can write a logic such that if type is int, it can be percentage D. If type is string, you can define as S. If type is F, you can define as a float. Okay.
But still defining it in the second way will still hold the, I mean, like it will not change the data type of the number element, right?
No, it won't. Yeah, it won't change the type.
Will change, but the
You can,
second.
yeah, you can define the format parameter, like it can be a string or the integer float.
Yeah.
It won't change, but this it will change. It won't change the real value. It won't change the J value.
I mean, like if at all we are trying to copy the value of str of j to a new variable, then the type of the variable will be changed, right?
Yes, the type
The
of
original value retains the same int or somewhere int or a float value or a string value. But if we are trying to copy a str of j,
yes,
then that will definitely change the variable type to a string by
yes,
default.
exactly, it will do. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So if you want, it depends on the requirements. How do you want? You want to do a print statements, you can define. If you want to do some operations, you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to do string operations, you can convert to string. If you want some number operations, you can convert to number. But the string you can't convert to number, so you can't use such operations. Okay. So is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So the same here we are defining a string list. So if you want to access like this, you can give percentage less. Okay, instead of D you can give percentage, because these are the string type. So here there won't be any conflict. Yeah. Now this is defining. So now if you want to update this particular list, so how updating list? See, I have the list like this. So index is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I just want to update 0th index element. So the syntax is you have to define the list name equal to, sorry, list name of, you can define the index. So index is 0 and equal to, you can give the value. So instead of this, I want to replace with this. Okay. So in the 0th index, I replaced value as Vishwaza. So this will be how. Yeah. So this is how it will define. 0 is 6th and the third is Python. Okay. Now I just want to replace list of test. So the index, you can see the 0th index, you can give like this, list of 0 equal to the value what you want to replace. So if we give, so it will replace like this. Now I just want to print the new list. Okay, so this will override, this will update the list. So the new list has to print instead of test Vishwaja, Srilata, Madhavi and Python. Yeah. So this is how it prints. So now if you give print strings of 0, what this has to print? So this has to print the new value test Vishwaja, not test. Okay, so this will consider the new. Okay, Vishwaja. So like this you can update the list. So here you can give one also. If you want to update in one index, you can give one. Last index you can give the number of index. So you can update the list. This is one thing. Okay, so if you want to add a one value, I mean one element into the particular list, so how you can do? So you can give the list name, and we have one function like append. Okay, append of a new value. Yes, so what this will do, which will be appending to the list. Like this. So this will add last. Okay, so the index is there. Now the index is 4. This is you ignore this one. Okay, so it appended here, it appended to the list, so the index is 4. Similarly, if you can append one more value. So what will happen, it will create one more index. Okay, and the value is test. So now if you print list, so what it has to print, it has to print all Vishwaja, Srilata, Madhvi, Python and Krishna and test. Now I'm just printing the new list, so it has to print the latest values. See, did you get the updated values? Yeah, Krishna and testing. Okay, so that is how it will append the list. Similarly, if you want to retrieve that, you can give the index. So list strings of 4th index 0 1 2 3. 4th index you will get Krishna, 5th index you will get testing. Okay, like this you can give. Yeah. Deleting. Okay, this is how will happen. Now we'll see deleting or removing a list or some particular index in the list. Okay, so we have a list. So if you want to remove a particular index, so I want to remove 0th index. Okay, 0th index I want to remove, so I want to remove enter this thing. So I want to remove this. So how you can do is, so if you want to delete, you can give the delete test. You can give delete, and you can give the list name, so it will be list strings, and you can specify the index 0. Okay, so So that will remove, then the new list will have and the 0th position we removed, right? So the next it will go to the 0th, so the 1 will become 0 and this will become 1 and this will become 2, 3 and 4. So like this. Let's see now. We'll just print. See, after deletion, the the new list is Srilata, Madhvi, Python, Krishna, Tester. We just remove the Vishwaja. Okay, 0th index. Okay, like this. Like this it will store. So if you define the index, so that will remove only the particular index value. If you not remove the index, so if you give like this, del of, we want to remove the entire list. Okay, so we are removing this entire list, so there won't be any list type, so we are removing all copy. So now if you print, it has to throw an error. See, it is throwing error. So we deleted that, so still we are trying to access, so this value is no more exist here. I mean the list strings is no more exist. That is the reason it's throwing error. Name list strings is not defined, that is not defined. Okay, so after deleting again, if you want to access, you have to redefine once more. If you so if you want to use this, you have to redefine. Okay, that is how you can delete the particular index or particular list, the whole list at all. Okay, yeah. Yes. Okay, so we have a few list operators here, so we'll discuss those. So one is already we discussed about length in string. So if you want to find out we'll just re the list here. Okay, yeah. Using length, so you can find out the length of the list. Now list. Okay, so for string also same, we can give the same, the length and the object, so which will return the length of the object. So here list, so we are defining the list name. So this has to return the length of the list. The length of the list is nothing but so total value. So how many values in the particular list? So that is the length. So in this particular list, so what is the length here? So this is 1 2 3 4. So the length is 4 here. But so if you give print length, if you give here, okay, so length will be 4. So length of list first one is 4. Okay, so after this we just added two values. One is Krishna, another one is testing. So this index is also increasing. So now 4 plus 2 value 6. The next length of the list is here 6 because we added two values. So 6 elements. This list is having 6 elements. Okay, that is why next it is printing 6. Okay, so now if you show here the same length, if you find out here, so what we did, we just removed one value, 0th index, then the length also it has to reduce 1. So here the length will be 5. Okay, see now the length will is 5. Okay, if you give length here, so it has to throw an exception because there is no list, then we can't find any length of the list. So again it will throw the same error, so name error. So that is how we can use length. If you want to find the size of the list, so you can use length function or operator. So next we have a two list. So L1 equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and L2 equal to 7 comma 3 comma 2. Okay, so I want to join both. So like this 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 7 comma 3 comma 2. Okay, so I want to join both lists. So for that we can use plus operator, plus L2. In a stringer or number, if you use plus operator, what that will do, if you use in numbers, if you use plus operator, that will be add, like 1 plus 2 if you give, so that will give add 1 plus 2 equal to 3, it will add 1 to add. But if in a string, if you define like string test plus string ing, if you give, what will it will concatenate test plus ing testing, it will give. Similarly in the list, if you use plus operator, so these two lists will join together. So the new list will be 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, this you can print or you can assign to one more list, L3 print L3 equal to, so what this has to give, this has to be 1 2 3 7 3 2. Okay, so this line it is throwing error, so that is what it's skipping here, so we can't run the next line. So I'm just commenting this. Okay, now we'll see. Print L1 L2 let's see. So L1 is 1 2 3 and L2 is 7 3 2. So the So the new list L3 equal to 1 2 3 plus 732. Okay, so the L3 is, if you see, the length of L1 is 3 and length of L2 is 3 and length of L3 equal to 6. Okay, length also it will add, so you can see the new list is having 6 elements. Okay, so like this you can add using plus operator, you can add two lists. Okay, so next star operator. So what this will do, see, I have a list test. So if I give the number here like 2, so the list of item will be 2 times. Okay, the test will be 2 times. How it will be now? The values it will increase, like test comma test. I'm just printing the same. Okay, like this. See, so you can define multiple values also in the particular list. So if you give a star of 2 or 3, so it will be those many times. So 1 comma 2 and again 1 comma 2 in the particular list, those items will be repeat those many times. Same you can define test and you can give the number of times, how many times you want. So 1 2 test, again 1 2 test, 1 2 test, 1 2 test, 1 2 test, 1 2 test. Okay, okay, like this is nothing but this is one list, again same list, one more list, so it is joining both. Okay, if you give 4 here, 4 same list it is joining and it is giving a new list. Okay, so the list is having those many times. Okay, it will repeat those values. This is a repetition. Next, this is a membership operator, this already we discussed. So X in the particular list, so we used here. Used here for I in L, so this will iterate all values. Okay, so instead of this, if you want to verify, I want to check 2 is there or not in the particular list. So 2 in, okay, we didn't reassign the list, so either you can give like this, the list itself you can give here, or else you can give L1 here. Okay, so what this will print, true or false. Okay, so if this exists, it will print, it will give true, else false. 2 in this list, yes, 2 is exist, then true. Okay, if you give some other which is not exist, then it will return false. True. Okay, so you can give if 2 exist, print 2 form. Okay, you can use if condition and you can write like 2 form. Else section you can define if 2 is not exist, what to print. Okay, like this you can use in operator. Next, this is iteration in a single line statement. So this we already discussed. So this one, instead of writing 2 lines, we can write in the same line. Okay, single line statement. Okay, so that's all. Yeah, so this is the list. So tomorrow we'll discuss about list functions. So list is having like string. List is having few functions, so which we'll use daily. So we'll discuss those tomorrow. Okay, do you have any doubts till now?
No, Ram. I'm
Okay,
fine.
okay, so are you clear with these things, deleting and these operators?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, then so tomorrow we'll continue. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Srilata, you asked something.
Yeah, I'm in tomorrow at what time? I'm in at 9. I mean,
Yeah,
tomorrow means today evening for you, or
yeah, today evening for me 9:30.
Yeah,
okay.
the same
So
timings, right?
yeah, same thing, so from here on same time.
Mhm.
I'll let you know the 28th to so I will travel this 28th to next month 7th.
Okay.
28th to 7th, I may not available, so I'll update you. If I available, we'll start the class, or else we'll continue on 8th or
Okay.
9th, Monday or Tuesday. I'll update you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so Srilata, you asked before, right? So you want to resolve something.
Yeah, my system thing where I want to load the Python thing. I will try tomorrow morning and I'll see. If I have any problem, I'll call you half hour before.
Okay.
Is that okay for you?
Yeah, fine. You just ping me in
Yeah.
WhatsApp before calling.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Madhav and Srilata. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Raman.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.